Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hi English Channel, where learning English feels warm, simple, and inspiring. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Hi, Emily. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, Paul. I had a nice walk this morning, and now I'm excited because today's topic is something everyone faces, no matter where they're from.
Oh, yes, definitely. We've all been there. You meet someone new, and suddenly they ask that one question that freezes your mind.
Right. The question is, tell me about yourself.
Exactly. It sounds simple, but it can feel scary, right? Whether it's a job interview, meeting new friends, or even chatting online, that question can make anyone nervous.
Totally, Paul. But today we're going to make it easy and even fun to answer. Because when you know how to talk about yourself, doors start opening.
I like that. It's not just about English, it's about confidence. When you speak about yourself clearly, people understand who you are.
Exactly. So, dear listeners, if you've ever felt shy or blank when someone asks you about yourself, stay with us. By the end of this episode, you'll sound natural and confident.
And before we dive in, please remember to subscribe, share this episode with your friends, and leave a comment at the end. Your support really helps us grow.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, Paul, let's start from the basics. How do we answer, tell me about yourself, in a simple, safe way?
Good question. I like to think of it as a little story, 3 short parts: present, past, and future.
That's a great structure. So, first, the present, who you are right now.
Yes, you start with your name and what you do. Something like, "Hi, my name is Paul, and I'm an English teacher."
Perfect. Then we move to the past. What did you do before? Maybe what you studied or something about your experience.
Right. Like, I studied history at university, or I worked as a tour guide for 2 years.
Exactly. And finally, the future. What are your goals or dreams?
Like, I want to help more people learn English, or I hope to travel the world.
That's beautiful, Paul. So it's present, past, future. It's short, clear, and shows that you have a story, not just facts.
Yes, and this pattern works in many situations, at work, in school, or even in social events.
But for beginners, we can make it even easier. Some people just started learning English, and long sentences can feel too much.
True. For beginners, we can keep it super simple. Just your name, where you're from, and one hobby or thing you like.
For example, my name is Emily. I'm from Canada. I like to paint.
Or, my name is Paul. I'm from London. I like to read books. See? Easy, short, and friendly.
Exactly. And don't forget, your smile is part of your introduction. Even if your English isn't perfect, a warm smile makes you memorable.
That's true. Sometimes your body language says more than your words. A friendly tone, open posture, and eye contact, they all show confidence.
Yes, and confidence is something you build. No one starts perfect. Everyone starts small.
I remember my first introduction in another language. My voice was shaking, my hands were cold, and I forgot half the words.
Oh, I know that feeling. My first English self-introduction was just, hello, I'm Emily. I'm a student. That's all.
But that's the point. It's okay to start small. What matters is progress.
Exactly. Every time you speak, you get stronger. And soon, saying, tell me about yourself becomes natural.
Let's talk about different situations, Emily. The way you introduce yourself in a job interview is very different from how you talk to a new friend.
Right. In a job interview, your goal is to show that you're a good fit for the role. So you focus on skills and experience.
For example, I'm Paul. I'm good with computers and have experience managing projects. short and focused.
Yes, you can also say, I worked in customer service for 3 years, and I learned how to solve problems quickly. That shows ability and positivity.
Exactly. Think of it as a short advertisement for yourself. Not your life story, just the highlights.
And when you meet someone casually, like at a party or in class, it's okay to be lighter and friendly.
Yes, you can say something like, "Hi, I'm Paul. I love cooking new recipes." Or, "I'm Emily, and I enjoy long walks with my dog."
That's warm and easy to remember. You can even ask back, what about you? What do you like to do?
Yes, that's key. Make it a two-way conversation, not a speech. It feels more natural and human.
Right. And if you forget words, don't panic. Just breathe, smile, and continue with simple phrases. People are kind.
Exactly. Most people will listen patiently because they're also curious about you.
You know, Paul, I think we should remind our listeners that English isn't just about grammar. It's about connection.
Yes, connection. When you talk about yourself, you invite others into your world. That's what makes conversation powerful.
Beautifully said. So, friends, next time someone says, tell me about yourself, think of it not as a test, but as an opportunity.
An opportunity to show who you are, your story, your dreams, your kindness.
Exactly. And we'll help you shape that story with practice and confidence in the next part.
All right, Emily, let's take this to the next level. Many of our listeners probably face one big moment when this question really matters: the job interview.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. It's usually the first question, and it can decide how the rest of the interview feels. Tell me about yourself isn't just a small talk question, it's your first impression.
Exactly. And the interviewer isn't really asking for your whole life story. They want to know one simple thing: why you are the right person for the job.
That's right. So instead of telling everything, focus on what connects you to the position. For example, if you're applying for an office job, you could say, I'm good at organizing and enjoy helping my team stay on track.
Or, I worked as a secretary for 2 years, where I learned to manage documents and schedules efficiently. Short, clear, and confident.
Exactly. The key word here is relevant. You want your answer to match what the company is looking for.
You know, I once had a student named Maria. She was so nervous before her first interview. She practiced for hours in front of the mirror, repeating her answers again and again.
I love that story. What happened next?
She walked in, took a deep breath, smiled, and said, "My name is Maria. I'm passionate about helping customers solve problems. I worked in sales for 3 years and I enjoy making people happy." The manager smiled right away.
That's wonderful. See? Confidence doesn't mean perfection. It means being clear and warm. People feel your sincerity before they notice your mistakes.
Exactly. And if you're not applying for a job, maybe you're just meeting someone new, then your introduction can be relaxed and fun.
Yes, like when you meet someone at a cafe or a language club. You don't have to sound formal. You can just say something natural, like, Hi, I'm Emily. I love learning languages and meeting people from different countries.
Or, "Hi, I'm Paul. I enjoy playing guitar and watching football." It's short, but opens space for another person to share too.
Right. And that's how real conversations start, with curiosity and openness. When you show interest in others, people naturally want to know more about you.
So true. And one simple tip I always give my students: after you talk about yourself, ask one friendly question back. For example, "What about you?" Or, "Do you like playing music too?"
Yes, it turns the moment from an interview into a connection. People love to talk about themselves, and your question invites them to open up.
Emily, do you notice that when learners speak about themselves, their voice often becomes quiet or hesitant?
Yes, I've seen that. It's because they think they need to sound perfect. But actually, the best introductions are the ones that sound human, even with small mistakes.
Exactly. When your tone is warm, people listen longer. So if you forget a word, just pause and keep going. You can say, sorry, I mean, and continue.
That's right. It's okay to correct yourself naturally. Everyone does that, even native speakers.
You know, one time a student forgot the word engineer. He said, I fix machines like a doctor for cars, and everyone laughed in a good way.
That's so cute and so creative. See, communication is about meaning, not perfection. People remembered him because he explained with confidence and humor.
Exactly, and humor makes people feel comfortable. If you can smile at your mistakes, others will smile with you, not at you.
That's such a powerful reminder. Learning English is not just about grammar, it's about connection, courage, and expression.
Yes, so let's summarize for everyone. When you introduce yourself, focus on three things: confidence, clarity, and connection.
Confidence, believe that what you say matters. Clarity, use simple sentences. And connection, make people feel at ease.
Perfect summary, Emily. Let's give our listeners a few short, ready to use examples for everyday life.
Sure, here's one for work. My name is Emily, I work in marketing. I love helping companies tell their story.
Nice. Here's one for friends. Hi, I'm Paul. I enjoy photography and exploring new cafes.
And one for class or study. I'm Emily, I'm learning English because I want to travel and meet new people.
Beautiful. Each one is short, natural, and full of personality.
Yes, and listeners, you can create your own. Just think, who am I? What do I do? What do I enjoy? That's your story.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need perfect English to express yourself. You just need to be honest and clear.
Emily, do you notice that when learners speak about themselves, their voice often becomes quiet or hesitant?
Yes, I've seen that. It's because they think they need to sound perfect. But actually, the best introductions are the ones that sound human, even with small mistakes.
Exactly. When your tone is warm, people listen longer. So if you forget a word, just pause and keep going. You can say, sorry, I mean, and continue.
That's right, it's okay to correct yourself naturally. Everyone does that, even native speakers.
You know, one time a student forgot the word engineer. He said, I fix machines like a doctor for cars. And everyone laughed, in a good way.
That's so cute and so creative. See, communication is about meaning, not perfection. People remembered him because he explained with confidence and humor.
Exactly. And humor makes people feel comfortable. If you can smile at your mistakes, others will smile with you, not at you.
That's such a powerful reminder. Learning English is not just about grammar, it's about connection, courage, and expression.
Yes. So let's summarize for everyone. When you introduce yourself, focus on three things: confidence, clarity, and connection.
Confidence, believe that what you say matters. Clarity, use simple sentences. And connection, make people feel at ease.
Perfect summary, Emily. Let's give our listeners a few short, ready to use examples for everyday life.
Sure, here's one for work. My name is Emily. I work in marketing. I love helping companies tell their story.
Nice. Here's one for friends. Hi, I'm Paul. I enjoy photography and exploring new cafes.
And one for class or study. I'm Emily. I'm learning English because I want to travel and meet new people.
Beautiful. Each one is short, natural, and full of personality.
Yes, and listeners, you can create your own. Just think, who am I? What do I do? What do I enjoy? That's your story.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need perfect English to express yourself. You just need to be honest and clear.
Emily, do you notice that when learners speak about themselves, their voice often becomes quiet or hesitant?
Yes, I've seen that. It's because they think they need to sound perfect. But actually, the best introductions are the ones that sound human, even with small mistakes.
Exactly. When your tone is warm, people listen longer. So if you forget a word, just pause and keep going. You can say, sorry, I mean, and continue.
That's right. It's okay to correct yourself naturally. Everyone does that, even native speakers.
One time a student forgot the word engineer. He said, I fix machines, like a doctor for cars. And everyone laughed in a good way.
That's so cute and so creative. See, communication is about meaning, not perfection. People remembered him because he explained with confidence and humor.
Exactly. And humor makes people feel comfortable. If you can smile at your mistakes, others will smile with you, not at you.
That's such a powerful reminder. Learning English is not just about grammar, it's about connection, courage, and expression.
Yes, so let's summarize for everyone. When you introduce yourself, focus on three things: confidence, clarity, and connection.
Confidence, believe that what you say matters. Clarity, use simple sentences. And connection, make people feel at ease.
Perfect summary, Emily. Let's give our listeners a few short, ready to use examples for everyday life.
Sure, here's one for work. My name is Emily. I work in marketing. I love helping companies tell their story.
Nice. Here's one for friends. Hi, I'm Paul. I enjoy photography and exploring new cafes.
And one for class or study. I'm Emily. I'm learning English because I want to travel and meet new people.
Beautiful. Each one is short, natural, and full of personality.
Yes, and listeners, you can create your own. Just think, who am I? What do I do? What do I enjoy? That's your story.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need perfect English to express yourself. You just need to be honest and clear.
Emily, I think our listeners might enjoy a quick exercise. Let's guide them through it together.
Great idea. Okay, everyone listening, take a moment. Think about yourself right now. What's one thing you're proud of?
It could be your job, your studies, or even something small, like cooking your first meal or finishing an English lesson.
Now, say it out loud. Don't worry if your grammar isn't perfect. Just speak. Feel your voice.
That's it. You're practicing real English because every sentence you speak builds confidence.
Exactly. You don't grow by waiting, you grow by trying.
I love that line, Paul. You don't grow by waiting, you grow by trying. That should be our channel motto.
Maybe it should. Hi English Channel, helping you grow one word at a time.
Beautiful. All right, let's keep this energy going because in the next part, we'll talk about how to make your self-introduction more creative and memorable.
That's going to be fun. Stay tuned, everyone. You'll learn how to stand out and express who you really are in English.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that you know the structure of your self-introduction, let's talk about how to make it memorable.
Yes, because when you meet someone, you don't just want them to hear your words, you want them to remember you.
Exactly, Paul. So here's a simple tip. Add a fun fact or a small detail about yourself. Something real, something that shows your personality.
Like, I have a cat that wakes me up at 5 a.m. every day, or I once got lost in Tokyo and met my best friend because of it.
That's great. It's short, human, and makes people smile. You don't need to be funny, just authentic.
I once had a student who said, I love collecting tiny notebooks. Everyone laughed gently, and suddenly the whole class felt connected.
See? That's the magic of being personal. When people see the real you, conversation flows naturally.
But Emily, sometimes people worry, what if my life isn't interesting enough?
Oh, I hear that a lot. But the truth is, everyone has something unique. Maybe you're a great listener, or you always help your friends, or you love cooking for your family. Those are beautiful stories too.
Exactly. English is not about showing off. It's about sharing a small window into your world.
Yes, and when you speak from the heart, your words shine, even simple ones.
So, dear listeners, don't search for big stories. Start with the small ones that make you, you.
Now, let's talk about some common mistakes when answering "Tell me about yourself." These are things that can make your answer feel awkward or unclear.
All right, mistake number 1, talking too much. Some people keep going for 5 minutes and others get lost in their own stories.
Yes, keep it short. 2 to 4 sentences are usually enough. You want to leave room for questions.
Mistake number 2, not practicing. If you don't prepare, your mind might go blank when someone asks.
Exactly. Practice in front of a mirror or record your voice. It helps you hear your tone and improve naturally.
Mistake number 3, being negative. Avoid saying things like, I'm not good at English or I hate my job.
Yes, keep your energy positive. Even if you're still learning, say something hopeful, like, I'm improving my English every day.
Mistake number 4, sharing too many private details. You don't need to tell your whole life story.
That's right. Just share what fits the situation. Save the deeper stories for later, when you know the person better.
And finally, mistake number 5, forgetting who's asking. You'll speak differently to a teacher, a friend, or an interviewer.
Yes. Think about your listener. Adjust your tone, professional for work, friendly for social life.
Perfect. Now, Emily, let's give a few natural examples of complete answers.
Sure. Example 1, my name is Emily. I'm an English teacher, and I love helping people learn. I studied literature, and my dream is to create lessons that inspire students.
Nice. Example 2, my name is Paul. I'm from London. I worked in marketing for 3 years, and I enjoy playing guitar in my free time.
Both are short, clear, and full of character. That's what we want our listeners to aim for.
Yes, you can even add one tiny spark, a sentence that shows passion. Something like, I love connecting with people through language.
Exactly. That kind of line turns a basic answer into something people remember.
Emily, maybe we can share your personal English story. It might inspire our listeners.
Sure, Paul. When I first learned English, I was terrified of speaking. I could write okay, but when someone said, "Tell me about yourself," my mind went blank.
I think many people feel the same way.
Yes, but I practiced every day, just small sentences. My name is Emily. I like music. Over time, I added more. Now I can say, I'm Emily, a teacher who believes every word we speak has power.
That's beautiful, and it proves that growth happens through small steps, not magic.
Exactly. Every time you speak, even if you make mistakes, you move forward.
You know, Emily, I remember a student who told me after 3 months, I finally introduced myself without fear. That made me so proud.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because the goal isn't perfect grammar, it's confidence.
Yes, confidence builds connection, and connection builds fluency.
So, listeners, ask yourself, what does this mean for you today? It means the next time someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," take a deep breath and speak proudly.
You've worked hard. You deserve to be heard.
That's right. Your story matters, every little part of it.
Before we wrap up, let's leave our listeners with one simple challenge.
Yes. Today, record a short video or voice message saying 3 sentences about yourself. Just 3. Then listen to it.
Notice your tone, your confidence, your smile. You'll be surprised at how good you already sound.
And share your experience with us in the comments. Tell us one fun fact about yourself. We'd love to know.
Yes, please do. Maybe you bake amazing cookies, or you dance every weekend, or you love late-night study sessions.
Whatever it is, let it show the world who you are.
Thank you all for joining us today on Hi English Channel. We hope you feel inspired to speak about yourself with pride.
Remember, every time you talk about yourself, you're not just practicing English, you're discovering your own story.
Beautifully said, Emily.
Thank you, Paul. And to everyone listening, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep believing that your voice matters.
Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more lessons like this to life.
And one last question for you. How would you describe yourself in 3 sentences? Share it below. We can't wait to read your stories.
See you next time, everyone. Keep shining, keep speaking.
Bye for now. And remember, your English journey is just beginning.